The following program contains scenes of surgery which may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Lisa and I are en route on a wonderful little mission for ARF. We're picking up 5 cute little 5-week-old puppies. They're being flown in from James Bay, northern Quebec area, by pilots for PAWS, and we're en route. We'll be arriving there, and we'll be able to pick up and scoop up these little pups and bring them home to safety. We're hoping this is our plane. Look at the Inukshuk on the plane.
Look at you.
Uh-huh.
Babies.
Special delivery is right. Look at you guys. Oh, they're so cute.
Okay,
Look at their little folded ears.
Okay. Here we go.
Freedom.
Oh.
Babies. There you go, babies. Go eat. And which one do you have here? Oh, look at you. Oh, look at her.
Okay, babies. Are you ready to go meet your foster families?
Say hi, guys. Welcome home. These are the new foster parents for these 3 little babies. They have 2 boys and a girl.
Little girl. Hi, babies.
Say hi, guys. Off to a new foster home. Hi, babies. Hi, babies.
So we knew actually that these puppies were coming in today a good month and a half ago, because the group had, they rescue from all over Ontario in the First Nation communities. So as soon as they knew that they were coming in on a long flight from one of the northern communities, they called us and they booked the surgeries right away. So they knew they could get them all in at the same time, which means they all go up for adoption at the same time.
We are one of the few clinics that provide the service of pediatric spay and neuter. It is becoming more popular as more veterinarians get the education to do so. Most vets recommend that animals get spayed and neutered when they're 4 to 6 months old, so to do them less than 4 months old is a little bit special. We generally like to wait until they're 4 to 6 months old so their body weight is heavy enough and it's an easier anesthetic. Now with the advances of technology and anesthetic drugs in the right courses, teaching people how to do this kind of surgery, it's becoming more popular, and the nice part is we can get them done young before they're adopted.
So the old school thinking was wait till 5 or 6 months old. We know now that we don't need to do that, and we can get them all fixed up before adoption.
So, Cat Chance is one of our rescue groups, has gone out to a colony and has trapped 13 feral cats. I don't know whether it was from owners, like if someone owns the land and the rescue group has permission to trap the cats and bring them in. So they were able to trap 13 out of this colony, which don't look that healthy. Like you can see Josie up there is got upper respiratory disease, and this one here obviously has lost an eye, probably due to a virus. She's also got a kind of a scar on that other eye too. Are you nice? Can I let you out? Huh? You look kind of nice too. Would you like to come out? Then you don't have to stay in the trap. Let's try. I'm just gonna bring her over here.
This was a very recent call that, in all honesty, was just very lucky that we moved on it pretty quick. The lady, it's an elderly couple, a lady contacted us because they're moving to town. They've lived on a farm for 20 to 30 years. They've taken in a lot of the cats that have unfortunately been dropped off. I cared and fed them. None of them have been spayed and neutered, so they're not the healthiest, and there's been some breeding. There's a lot of fighting wounds. One of the cats is blind. We're going to be taking that cat in so that she's adopted into a home.
This is kind of taking my life in my own hands here sometimes, but I could see that she was quite friendly just when we were talking there, so there. So now I can weigh you. I can feel in her chest that she's quite congested as well. So 1.4 kilos, so quite small for an adult cat.
Yeah, they're loaded with fleas, they're loaded with ear mites. We knew when we saw them, some of the ears have fallen over. So we know that they're pretty loaded, bad shape. They're very thin, underweight.
Her ears are gucky, probably full of ear mites. And you can see this eye is, the eyeball's actually gone. It probably had a big ulcer on it and then kind of exploded or imploded on itself, one or the other. 1.4, and you're a girl.
Our goal is to reduce the population humanely. So rather than going and euthanizing cats, the culling of animals, or bringing them in to be euthanized, or they get dumped off. Often they get dumped off in the middle of nowhere. There's a lot of cruelty. So instead of just this continual removal of cats, we've got cats in an area that are fixed and not reproducing, most importantly.
It's a little nicer for the cats to recover in a hospital cage instead of a trap too.
The following program contains scenes of surgery which may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay. So we're starting off by drawing up all their medications. So we start with a sedation, which also has morphine in it, so helps sedate them and get them ready for surgery. We're also drawing up the drugs to induce them into surgery, extra pain medication to go home, and then whatever other drugs that they're getting today, and vaccines and deworming and all their goodies.
Who wants to be first? You look like you want to be first, Jeff. Here it comes. Here it comes. You want it? You want it.
Alright, puppy, do.
Cleo.
Be very brave. Beautiful. Oh, puppy, I'm sorry.
What was that? Who did it? It was
Okay.
the kitty.
I forgive you. Okay. Very brave. And you're the wussy.
Okay.
Oh,
I knew it. I knew you were gonna okay. Peanut, you're the wuss.
No, but what'd you do to my bum?
You're the wuss of the boys. Okay, ready?
The sedation takes about 5-10 minutes to kick in. Yeah. They'll be pretty sleepy puppies.
Oh, you're the best.
Good puppy.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, pups.
You ready?
Be like your sister, because girls are brave.
Very brave. Very brave. Oh, good girl.
The girls were so
That's way
good.
better.
Good girl. What was that? Huh? Yeah, I know. Okay.
We just happen to have sucky boys and brave girls today.
Some of us are getting sleepier.
Yeah. I'm starting to get a little sleepy. Sometimes they vomit because we give them morphine, unfortunately, but it also makes sure that their stomach is empty for surgery. So while it's not very fun for them to vomit, it helps us ensure that the surgeries can be safe. Oh dear. Oh dear, puppy. We love sleeping puppies. We secure their legs just for positioning. It's not tying them down. It's just so that they're in the right spot so I can do surgery. And they're already gonna get the next puppy started for me. Puppies, the nice part is I'm done already, so maybe 2 minutes. The thing we can get away with in puppies and young kittens that we can't do in any other surgery is we can actually close them surgically with glue rather than suturing them shut. Because they grow so fast, they heal very quickly, so sutures aren't really needed. So we can just get away with doing a little bit of... There, and you're done. Easy peasy. And everybody gets a little tattoo to show that they've been spayed and neutered. There, green tattoo. There forever. Okay, you puppy. There you go, number one. Zombie is our recovery nurse. He likes to supervise the beach and he'll often lay with the dogs while they're recovering because they're nice and warm. It's very cute.
Sometimes they take a little bit extra. Oh, there we go. Some of her drugs ended up going a little bit sub-Q under the skin, and it doesn't absorb as quickly. So she'll be a little sleepier. But now she's good. Can we do his nails, Rosa? Please. Hudson.
Puppies' reproductive systems are a lot smaller and stretchier than an adult dog, so we can make a smaller incision, and there's less trauma inside as well because there's just less to remove. So first thing we do is we enter into the abdomen, and then I'm going to hook onto her uterus. We remove both ovaries and the uterus to the cervix. So it's an ovariohysterectomy. We lose both ovaries and most of our uterus as well. So I'm gonna fish it out. Right there, it's teeny tiny. ovary right there. So we have to tie off the blood vessels to this ovary so that there's no bleeding. So this is one half of her uterus. They have long, like T uteruses. This is one half. This is where they join. So we'll go find the other ovary. There's our other ovary. You don't need this, dog, so we're gonna take it out. So there's the other ovary side tied off. Gone. There's a little stump of her uterus that she gets to keep. And now we get to close. Puppies and kittens are the best because they're a little bit oblivious to the fact that they had surgery. So they'll wake up, they have lots of pain medication on board so they don't notice that anything happened. And they'll often go home and never need a cone because they'll never lick or chew at their incision because it doesn't bother them at all. There you go, you're done.
The following program contains scenes of surgery which may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
So right now I am sedating the cats to get them ready for surgery. So next we're going to do a young kitten who looks to be about 3 months old. Her name is Onyx. And then I always have my glove, safety first. All right, so this is the little one here. So ideally I'm going to go in the lumbar muscle. Quick poke, sometimes this does hurt them. Yeah, it stings a little bit, so sometimes they're like, oh, what the heck, but the nice part is the drugs make them forget this part, so it makes me feel better about doing it, right? And then she's gonna fall asleep, so. Hello. So that I'm not. You're all right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put a glove on. And because we can't weigh them, I have to guesstimate how much she weighs, just for the dose of the sedation. You're okay. You're all right. So, just try to squish the most dangerous part, which is her mouth and her front legs. And then I'm just... I'll leave that in there with her so she can beat up the towel instead of me. And then we'll hope that works. Somebody might have a better technique than that, but that's the way that I do it, and I don't get scratched, or once in a while one will fly out at me, but not very often. She gets sleepy now, so.
Yeah, So we'll go find her little uterus. There it is. It's a teeny tiny little piece of tissue. It's really a changing attitude now. We've always recommended 6 months for years and years, and now that there are better anesthetics and better techniques, times are changing. So it's a bit of an old school thought to wait until they're 5 or 6 months old. Now we're pushing it a little bit earlier, and we'll do as early as 6 weeks. So they have to be pretty big at 6 weeks to get done, but yeah, we'll do them at 6 weeks or 2 pounds. So this is a upper respiratory vaccine. This is a rabies vaccine. and then some pain medication, and you're done. We'll go to the beach and we'll wake up.
Today went great. All of the spay neuters were seamless. There were really no surprises, which is nice when you get a transport coming in that has stray animals. You never quite know what you'll get into, but everybody looked pretty good in general.
Some days I feel it's an uphill battle, and some days I feel like we're really accomplishing great things. So it's a bit of a roller coaster ride, honestly. It's extremely gratifying when you fix a colony of 20 cats, or even 3 cats in an alleyway that somebody's feeding. You feel really good about that. Or you take a cat from an alleyway that actually goes into a home, or from a farm that's had a very not such a great life, and they end up living a life of luxury. That's a wonderful feeling. But the calls and the emails don't stop, and that's not always a good time. I just want more and more people to know about the TNR and really accept it and embrace it, and work with us instead of like some of the people working against us, like wanting them removed. We have to be able to work together, call them community cats, and just understand the science behind it. That's what's really important to me. I think the more and more people are accepting of it, then we're really going to make some progress.
Hi, babies. Oh, somebody's awake. Hi. So Peanut is very awake. They've all had a little bit of food to kind of perk them up. The smell of it starts to perk them up a bit. We want to make sure that they're eating, keeping everything down. Oh, Peanut. And we have Maple. Maple is very awake. We actually put a little bit of corn oil in their eyes as they're sedated, they're sleeping, because they don't blink, right? So we need to keep them lubricated. So you'll notice sometimes the eyes look a little bit gunky, but that's just the oil that they're starting to blink out. And River's awake. Hi, River. You ready to go home? Are you? You ready to go home? Yeah, you are. You're very ready.
Oh, yes. There you go. Just watch his back end. There you go.
Thank you.
So call us if you have any questions or concerns, right?
Alrighty.
Are you okay with carrying it all?
Yep. Want to grab
Okay.
this, River?
No.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
thank you.
Have a good day. Wonderful.
So the puppies are about 10 weeks old now, and it will probably be the last time most of them see each other, because it's just nature's way. They are supposed to be separated so that they can start to learn on their own, think for themselves, and be trained safely.
Well, the times they are changing, and the distance only makes us patient. They say the love's forever in the making, so I'll see you when the season's changing.
So they'll all be split up, but I know 2 of them are being adopted by a family who the daughter is in one home on her own. She's going to adopt one puppy, and then the mom and dad are in another home. They're adopting the other one. So those 2 will probably still get to have play dates in future.
Walk alone, walk alone, walk alone. We will never walk alone.
So you have to try not to humanize it too much, even though it's tough when they're looking at you with the big brown eyes and you love them so much. But this really is, it's best for the puppies. To me, this is a very happy day because, you know, I have a background in animal welfare, so I know what happens to dogs and cats that don't get rescued, that don't come into shelters and responsible rescue organizations. This, to me, is super healthy, super happy, and I mean, they're on their way to the brightest future you can imagine with a really great rescue group.